Okay, today's meditation visualization is a journey that I want to take you on to the pool of peacefulness. If you can first place yourself at the edge of a forest in a very safe space. You're there on your own in this perfect light, spring, butterflies, and you turn and you see a pathway into the forest which stretches off in the distance, and it calls to your cells. It's calling you, so you walk, because the light that shines through this pathway as it's covered by the trees is little shapes, squares, funny wiggles as the light shines through the shafts, through the trees. You can hear the rustling of the leaves as you walk across them. And you look up and the breeze is rustling the leaves in the trees. And suddenly you see an owl, and you realize it's your owl. It's the owl of your wisdom. It looks down from the tree on the branch straight into your eyes. And you stop and breathe. Breathe now. Breathe that look into your being, and to know that the stillness is awakening inside you through your own wisdom. And the owl's eyes blink, and he looks away. And you walk. The trees and the butterflies, the birds, you can hear them. They're twittering. They're calling. And there on the side, again on the other side amongst the trees, a little Bambi. The Bambi of your softness. The little deer. The doe speaks to the child in you. And you feel soft, you feel relaxed, you feel the wisdom, you feel the child. And here you can hear the singing of the birds in the distance. And just ahead, as you keep walking, you see a big rock, your perfect rock. The color, the texture, solid. And you sit on the rock. There's a seat just for you. And you turn to hug the rock, and it's so strong. The strength of its ancient being goes through your veins. And you know that this rock is your strength, the rock of your ages, the rock that comes from the balance of maturity and wisdom. The owl, the child and the playfulness, the baby fawn. And you sit still with your rock, feeling its strength, because it is your strength that you're growing. Now you're ready. You stand up and you walk a few more steps, and on the right, just behind the rock, there is a pathway that's calling to you, a small little pathway, a little bit smaller, also covered by trees and the light, the orange and yellow light through the green and the blue sky as you walk along this little pathway down, wiggling on the roots, stones and rocks. You trip and you can hear the water. You can hear the water as it comes down the little stream, little waterfall. And as you come round the corner, you stand in awe, because there in front of you is the perfect pool of your imagination. It's a glade. It's open. The sky is blue above it, but is surrounded by trees, rocks, and a waterfall coming down the rocks. You can hear that waterfall dancing. And you invite it because you see the dragonflies. You can hear the bees. The birds are singing their songs. And you look up, and there in the branch is your owl looking at you again. Take a breath with it. Feel the peace and confidence of your mature wisdom. And you know you have to undress and get into this pool of peacefulness. Feel the peace as you breathe in, going through your body now. From the breath all the way down your spine. So you're undressed and you're standing on the edge of the pool completely naked and feeling confident because the light is warm on your body. The breeze is ruffling your hair. The smell of the honey in the air from the flowers is making you entranced in bliss. Just before you're ready to step into the water, you turn around, and there on the side is the fawn as she comes quietly out, totally safe. The fawn is not threatened. The fawn feels deep trust and naturalness with you in your nakedness and in the fawn's nakedness as it comes and drinks from the waterfall as it falls into your pool of peacefulness. And you take a step into the pool because there's a natural set of steps. Can you see them? And you step down, 1, 2, and the water comes up your legs and onto your body, and it's just perfect temperature, completely relaxed. Dragonfly floats past, and you get immersed. Immersed. Your whole body is surrounded now by the most delicious nectar of the mountain water. The color is exactly the color you imagine. That revitalizes everything about you. And you're under the water, silent. And in that silence you can still hear. And in that silence you can still breathe. Take a breath under the water. Be under the water as you breathe in now. And imagine your hair flowing in that slow motion of deep peace under the water. As your arms float and you observe them because you can see that slightly blurred look. Hair is flowing. And all the debris, the leaves, the twigs, through this clear water that you've stirred up as you've walked into it, it's starting to float down now because you're just sitting under the water in the silence of your own peace. The music of your soul is in tune with the floating, the settling, as all the twigs, leaves, little fish slowly settle and find their natural place on the floor. And you just allow yourself now to be in deep peace as the water supports your body and you feel the bliss and you peak swaying with the breath in and out, the water surrounding you, the peace spreading from your toes right the way through your legs, up your back, flowing as if it is the waterfall of your own consciousness, of the life flow of energy that comes through your skull and spins through your head and makes you feel released, relaxed, replenished, renewed, completely at peace. We'll sit in this peace for a minute of silence. So now your arms are floating, your body is feeling lighter, you're still surrounded by the silence of this golden glow of light that shines through the water into your being. And you know that it's time to move. Everything is settled, there's no debris, you can see the shafts of beautiful light inside you and through the water. And you know you've been blessed by this special moment, unexpected to be able to breathe under this water, supported in lightness, your body. And you slowly move your body, but in your visualization, you stand up slowly. You can hear as you come out, your head comes through the water now, and you see the surface of the water now, and the water drips off you, and you can hear the sound. And you stand there in awe, in wonder, with gratitude floating and flowing through every cell of your being as you look at the waterfall and you hear it tinkling as it tumbles down. And there is the fawn, your playful child looking at you. And there is the owl, silently observing you on the rocks that have been there since the beginning of your pool of peacefulness. You slowly move to the edge of those steps that you found as you walk down, those natural steps that nature has created. And you step up, pull yourself up, out into the edge. In your nakedness, you are pure now. You are purifying in the journey towards the person you're meant to be. You stand there stark in the sunlight. Just look up at the beautiful blue sky, the leaves rustling gently, the greens dancing in your soul, the green of love in your heart, as you feel gladness and you dry in the warm sun, surrounded with the odd bee sound and butterfly and the beetles. You look down into the water and there are the little fish, tadpoles, and you see a frog under the waterfall. You hear it croak. The safe secret spot And so you get dressed, put your clothes on. You feel completely different because you've been immersed in this purity of this life force that is inside you and surrounding you. And you feel the flow of unencumberedness. You turn and you find your pathway, and instead of turning your back on your pool of peacefulness, a feeling of reverence, of deep gratitude comes in, and you know that you must walk backwards along the path with your air of reverence, whatever your body says, how you show that and gratitude to this moment in this place. And you walk backwards along the path till you come around the corner, and there is your rock. And you hold your rock. You put your arms around this giant, ancient friend. And you just feel its strength, of its eternal power. And you breathe it in this moment of flow. And you know that it's time to move on. But you know that you can come back whenever the time is right to your pool of peacefulness, and you turn to walk down the path, and you look towards the end, and in the distance there is the light of the place of our origin, where we started. And so you walk on the gravel with the roots and the rocks, and the light shines still. A bird flies past your head. Another bird's twittering in the trees. And in your mind, you say goodbye to the owl that is actually inside your head of your wisdom, and in your mind and your heart, you say goodbye to the child, the fawn that drinks with you, shares with you in deep trust for your being, because you are a trustworthy being. And you start to feel that lightness of being, and you start to do a little bit of a skip and a hop, and a little song comes into your head as you come to the end of this pathway, and the light of the day starts to shine, and you stand on the edge and you look out into your life as it is today. And you start to wiggle your fingers, so start to do that now. Move your fingers and wiggle your toes. And start to massage your legs and your knees and your stomach. Massage your stomach with your hands and your chest. And massage your arms. And massage your shoulders and your neck. And massage your head. And slowly open your eyes. And with your gratitude for the day, with the intention to take this with you wherever you go, you open yourself up to the day.